We're going to go ahead and welcome him on. I'm going to say hello to my good friend, somebody I'm blessed to call a friend, John Lamont. John, appreciate you taking the time, man. What's up? Happy Friday.
It's my pleasure. Always good to be on the show. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I apologize. I know you probably heard my voice and didn't understand if you were on the show. And it's kind of a finicky little contraption we've got here as far as the platform's concerned. And people, it's kind of a weird thing. I've got like a dashboard here and buzz people in, but I didn't know. I don't know. I think I need to talk to the people at blogtalkradio.com because that seems kind of like a weird thing. But either way, appreciate you taking the time, man. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let people know, by the way, I've given sort of a brief intro about you, but let people know. It's funny, a lot of people that are tuning in, they might not realize that you are basically running some of their favorite establishments. But just really quickly, let people know who you are, what you do, and, what you deal with.
No, absolutely. At least I hope they're some of their favorite establishments. But I run
for sure.
Regional manager with Prestige Dining Group. The bars and restaurants that we have: Vista Union in the Vista, Moosehead Saloon, and 5 Points, and Murphy's Law. And the newest one, obviously, that we're here to talk about is Republic Biergarten in the Kitchen. Super excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I'm excited to talk about it. I was saying earlier, seeing the pictures, man, it looks amazing. Let's first talk about, again, the places that you do run in 5 Points. And obviously the pandemic has been a really interesting thing. I'm glad to see things are starting to open back up. Obviously, there's some restrictions and stuff like that, which you guys are adhering to with the mask and the social distancing and what times you can be open, things of that nature. What's it been like, man, for you? I'm sure it's, you're kind of at the mercy of the restrictions that are in place by the local government and stuff like that. But what has it been like for you, man? I'm sure it has to have been a roller coaster since everything went down in March to this point.
You have no idea. It's definitely been a roller coaster, and we're definitely at the mercy of the government right now. So, we're doing the best that we can. We're abiding by everything, social distancing, tables 6 feet apart. Everybody has to sit down, and it's unfortunate. Obviously, people go out. They want to mingle. They want to meet people. They want to dance. So it's it's definitely hurt business. But we're not going anywhere. We're fighting. Hopefully this blows over pretty soon, and we just hope that people don't start doing late night house parties that are going to it's probably going to ruin it for everybody. If people start getting sick, alcohol poisoning, fights. There's no one there. When people come out to 5 Points, that everything's regulated. We have balance. We have bartenders that are making sure you're not overserved. It's a safe environment. But if people aren't willing to have a good time in 5 Points now, those are things that most likely they're going to resort to, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. This week, John, obviously students are back on campus. Classes started yesterday. And I'm sure, as you mentioned, there's nobody that could be more responsible than these college students, right? They'll certainly adhere to everything you're saying. But things have obviously changed as far as, like you said, business has been hurt. It's hit the pockets. And, it cannot be – you can't stress enough how much, your business and 5 Points in general depends on the college population. We've already seen North Carolina, the University of North Carolina, like you mentioned, send students home. They're going to come exclusively online again because of a COVID outbreak.
Yep.
I feel like this is sort of a silly question because I think I know the answer, but, it's almost like, again, people listening, it's a plea in a sense because, the impact that it would have on your business if football season were canceled, God forbid, if students had to go back. I can't even imagine the implications that it would have, especially on the 5 Points business, if that were the case, if that were to happen.
It would definitely make a huge impact on the 5 Points bars. Restaurants rather, and and these college guys, they need to come out. They need to come support their favorite places. Because we're going to be there. We're going to survive. We're going to make it happen. But some of these places you might not see them next year if you don't see some support from everybody that's actually in town now.
What's I know you've been at Moosehead, obviously. I'm sure Murphy's Law as well. I know it's early on, but what has Again, I know business isn't the same. Everybody's got to sit down. What has it been like, and what adjustments, I guess, have you guys made as far as, you already mentioned, like the seating and stuff. What what adjustments
Right.
have you guys made as far as welcoming the students back? Like, what's been that, going from kind of the off season, I'll say, if you will, to now students are back and it's a full go, and I'm sure this weekend is going to be a really, really telling thing with classes being in session, stuff like that. What's the transition, the adjustment been like, I guess, for you guys preparing for the return of students?
The biggest thing is seating. Obviously, we're already at half capacity. However, everybody does have to be sit down. Everybody has to be seated, and so we're running out of the capacity of the number of stools that we have, the amount of tables that we're able to set up.
Mm-hmm.
So Moosehead, obviously, one of the larger venues in 5. So we're able to. I think we just got some more stools and some more tables. I think we should be able to push seat about 95, which is under our half capacity. But that's definitely a lot more than any other bar in 5 Points. Luckily, Murphy's Law, obviously a little bit less than that. We are able to seat about 65 there. And so it's definitely an adjustment. We're trying to come up with some ways for people to have fun while they're still sitting down. Maybe do a trivia night. I'm always open to suggestions. So if students that see me out there, if you get an idea of the things that will make you come out more, we're open 8 to 11, so it's not that long. We would open up even earlier if we thought we had a crowd that would actually come out. So we're open to suggestions. We're trying to make it fun for you guys. We want everybody to have a good time and be safe doing it.
Now, is the mechanical bull at Moosehead social distancing as well? Is he taking a break or what? What's the deal with that?
Bull's up and running. We're able to do it. We just we sanitize it.
There we go.
Sanitize it in between rounds and rides. And we got some stools that are set up around that area, so you can have your friends at least come and watch you do it and still have a good time. But yeah, he's
there we go. That's good. Hey, that's good to hear. Not all things are bad in 2020. That's good news. Like you said, man, you're on the show to talk about your latest. Yeah, for sure. Your latest venture, Republic Biergarten and Kitchen, which if you guys don't know, like I said, it's taking over the old Flying Saucer location in the Vista, 931 Senate Street. Man, give me your, not necessarily sales pitch, but give me your, what is it called? Elevator speech or elevator, whatever it's called. Give me your short synopsis, if you will, on Republic Biergarten and Kitchen. Just give people an idea of what they can expect. I guess what drew you to this. Like just give the short pitch on what Republic Biergarten and Kitchen is going to be all about.
So we really thought that this was an opportunity when Flying Saucer left to make an amazing spot, something that the Vista didn't have. You don't see any beer gardens down there, and so we're kind of making a little bit of twist into an upscale sports bar / beer garden. So we're going to have an amazing menu. Chef Evan Johnson, he's has a very impressive resume. He's an executive chef at Ruth Chris in Atlanta, among other different places. So he's got a great menu for everybody. A couple things on there: bacon flights, sharks, shishito peppers, boiled peanut hummus, poutine, stuffed portobellos.
Wow.
So it's not a extensive menu, but I would say elevated bar food with like a southern fusion to it. So that's
nice.
It's definitely going to be a dinner. So we're gonna push heavy on the dinner spot, but we've got 6 70-inch TVs above the bar, 2 projectors, one inside, one outside, huge seating outside. It's a huge, beautiful venue. Some of the work that we've done in there, we've put in 2 pool tables, a gaming system. It's like a virtual shuffleboard thing, if you will. Like you slide the puck, and like there's lasers that kind of read out fast and what direction you're doing it. You can play with bowling on there. We put a putting green in there. So I think people are going to be really blown away by the atmosphere.
Yeah, I tell you, man, like I said in the beginning of the show, I saw the pictures. It looks like a beautiful spot. It is. You guys have done an amazing job as far as getting it ready. I'm just looking at the article that it was Cola Daily posted about you guys and talking about an upscale sports bar vibe, which is certainly what, like I said, there's TVs everywhere. I'll ask you this first. Opening a place like this in the middle of the pandemic, what have been the challenges? Because, again, I know your mind is a lot like mine. You're looking at the opportunity, and, man, I know you'd love nothing more than just pack this place out, because I'm thinking about football season and, like, how big of an opportunity with that. because, you know, we've talked, I used to live in Charlotte, and this really reminds me of a lot of the places in Charlotte that are like awesome spots to go to on Saturdays, on Sundays, you know, to watch sports, whatever. First things first, what have been the challenges as far as, you know, I'm sure it'll be a little bit similar to what you've done in 5 Points and Vista Union, but preparing for, you know, what you're facing with the pandemic, what are some of the biggest challenges you guys have faced? Because, again, it really speaks to you and your work ethic and kind of your go-get-it, if you will, to, you know, to be pursuing this and chasing this in the middle of all this madness. So I give kudos to you, my friend, for sure.
Well, definitely I got to give kudos to the guys that really made this vision happen. You know, the Szymanski family, Tasha Szymanski is going to be is actually the owner. So their vision on the place is definitely really came together nicely. And they've been really good to me. They put their trust in me, obviously, and their faith in me to run most of their establishments. And so I'm definitely appreciative of that. But I will say when the idea first came up, we honestly didn't really know how serious the pandemic was going to be. So it's definitely not how the changes. But, I mean, as far as, like, getting it going, doing the construction, all the logistics of the bar and everything like that, you know, the pandemic hasn't affected that in any way. But when we open, it will. But it's a huge venue, like I said. So we're going to be able to fit a lot of people in there, still social distance, and it's still going to be a great atmosphere. So we're not too worried. I will say that I think it is a good time to start a new business. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities out there. Once everything's over and once everything's cleared up, people are going to be wanting new products. They're going to be wanting new venues to go to when everything's safe and clear to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, I think people are just, I mean, you've seen it. They're itching to get out of the house and go to some of their favorite spots and go to new spots, like you're saying. So I agree with you. I think the opportunity is there. Have you guys set an opening date, a soft opening? Like, what's the plans behind that?
So tentatively, we should be, as long as we get all of our ducks in a row, tentatively next week. So we are going to try to do
nice.
We're doing a tasting on Tuesday and making sure food is good to go. We're doing as long as we get the liquor license early next week, we'll do a soft opening on Thursday and then a grand opening on Friday. So obviously that, like I said, it's tentative. Things can go wrong, but everything does go right. That's what we're shooting for. So we're not going to give an exact date yet until we got that piece of paper in hand.
Right.
So.
Hey, it sounds good you guys are moving in the right direction. He's John Lamont, Republic Biergarten Kitchen is what we're talking about down in the Vista, 931 Senate Street. If you guys remember the old Flying Saucer spot, that's where they're going to be. I know I, for one, am anxiously looking forward to the opening. John, before I get you out of here, I don't want to take up too much of your time or any more of your time. Before I get you out of here, what are you thinking about the Gamecocks this year, man? There's a lot of question marks. I've talked about it a lot. What's your feel on the season?
Well, I love them. Not hugely optimistic, but I love that 5-star recruit we just got. Love to watch them. Not too optimistic, like I said. I just praying for the best.
Hey, that's all we can do, man, as Gamecock fans. We know it's going to be a roller coaster. Hold on for dear life and see what happens. So,
exactly.
Hey, John, appreciate it, man. Always a pleasure to talk with you. I know I'll probably see you soon. So let's definitely do it again sometime. And like I said, it's always a pleasure chatting with you, my friend.
I'll be at Moosehead tonight. If you got some time, come see me, man. I'll get your first beer, right?
Don't tempt me with a good time now. I might do it. Hey,
all right,
I'll
Chris,
talk to you, John. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Bye.
Yes, sir. John Lamont, a good friend of mine. I love that guy. He's an awesome guy for sure. Yeah, and if you haven't, go check out the establishments he's running. Again, Moosehead. Murphy's Law, which is a dope spot that I think people sleep on in 5 Points. It replaced the old Sharkies. You guys remember Sharkies, right? Old Sharkies. Replaced that spot. It's nice. They've done hella work to the place. Super clean, super nice. So that spot is a big one. Again, Vista Union, fantastic. And then this Republic Biergarten Kitchen, man, I cannot wait. I mean, like I said, guys, I don't know if it probably isn't online yet where you can see the photos. It is beautiful inside. And like you said, it's a huge place. It's a huge venue. So it's going to be, thankfully, it's going to be really easy to social distance. It's going to be really easy to just go with your friends, whatever, and you're not going to have to come close to people because obviously in this time, this day and age, we don't want to touch anybody, right? I don't want you coughing on me, correct? So, no, definitely support, man. Like you were saying, support the businesses. Support local businesses. Definitely support the businesses in 5 Points. Support the bars, man. It's a phenomenal place. It's a great place, and they need our support more than ever right now. So make sure to take care of those guys.